Welcome to the call. Welcome to the call. Can everybody actually hear me and see me? If you can hear me and see me, you can just unmute yourself and let me know. Samantha, are you able to hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, great. So it's that time and we are ready to get started. But just before I actually get started, I just want to get some ground rules out the way. I know that you're probably at work, Samantha, you're listening, but Stacy and Samsung SM, that's Stacy,
Yeah, it's
right?
me, Stacy, yes.
All right, let me just actually quickly change your name. So, all right, so there we go. We change your name. So what you want to do, I don't know if you have any little notebook or stuff like that. You can actually pull it out. So you want to take some notes. And Stacy, you
Yeah,
want to
I have,
make sure you have a notebook?
yeah.
And you want to make sure that you're listening very keenly and we have 100% attention because it's a good thing to be in the right place, but information just sparse you. So with all that out of the way, let's get into it. So fortunately for you all, the person who's going to take you through the foster training is not me. But the person who's going to take you through is way more qualified than me and have a lot more experience. Now, just to give you an idea, as it relates to the vacation part, she have taken well over 100 trips. She have stopped counting since she reached 100 trips. And as it relates to the business part, the reason why we are on this call is that she have helped a lot of people, some to make $500, some to get financial freedom, lots of people. And she know exactly how to do it, and she's going to take you through the steps to do it. So she's an international speaker, trainer, and all of that. So no more further ado, ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome my mentor onto the call. It's Efrosyni Adamides. Ma'am, did you actually make the call?
Of course, I made the call. It's me. I never miss a call. Thank you for that introduction, Oral. And nice to meet you, ladies. So, Samantha, I know you're probably at work, so it might be difficult for you to turn on the video, but Stacey Ann, it would be really nice if you turned on your video. I always like to see people when I'm speaking to them rather than feel like I'm just speaking to the air. Yeah, I already pressed record, Samantha. Oh, we lost. I pressed record so that way we can also share it as well. So, guys, firstly, I want to say congratulations to you guys for taking the decision in order to change your financial future, to change the quality of your life. One of the things I remember my mentor told me 15 years ago when I came into this industry, he goes, there's going to be two birthdays you're going to remember, he said. There's the birthday, which is the day that you're born, because everybody remembers that. And he goes, and there's a second birthday, which is the day that you figure out why you were born, what your purpose here, and what you were here designed to do. And I remember that day distinctly. It was 20th of April 2009. That's when I realized that my mission in life was something way bigger. Now, when I first got started in this industry, like most people, all I wanted to do was just to make enough money so I wouldn't have to keep stressing about the bills. Let me give you a little bit of background of what my life looked like, just to give you an idea. So I was living in London. I was working 60 hours a week on average in a job. I was running a radio PR agency. I had a marketing consulting agency that I was doing another 10 hours a week or so. And I had just launched my real estate company where I was doing 20 and sometimes 30 hours a week. So I was working 80 to 100 hours a week. My life was work, sleep, work, sleep. I had no life. But the reason I was working so hard is because I wanted something more from life. I just didn't realize at the time that it's not how hard you work, but it's how hard you work with the right vehicle that has the ability to enable you to create freedom. So it wasn't until I met my mentor in 2009 that had the lifestyle that I wanted. And he said something to me that I really stuck in my mind. He said, if you find someone that has what you want, you just become a really good photocopy machine. Your only job when you find someone that has the lifestyle that you want is if they're willing to take you under their wing, just follow in their teaching, follow in their mentoring, and make it a pleasure for them to work with you. See, the thing is in network marketing, guys, you get the ability to learn from a mentor that's got huge success. And we have access to mentors like this for free. Now, it doesn't mean we can take their time. What I learned from my mentor is you never take the time of your mentor, you earn the time of your mentor. And how do you earn the time of your mentor? You earn it through production. So I literally built a team of over 400 people before I had the opportunity to work one-on-one with my mentor, the same way that I'm working one-on-one with Oral, and the same way that if you guys are hungry and self-motivated, we'll get the chance to work together one-on-one. Oral knows I've also jumped on the plane and flew out to Jamaica to work with him directly. Why? Because when people produce, you go and you put gas on that fire. So I wanted to basically share some of these things with you, just to paint a vision with you. Now, my life went from that in 2009, working 80 to 100 hours a week. I was also £500,000 in debt at the time because I was investing in real estate, and it was right before the real estate crash happened. And I had £40,000 of credit card debt. I don't know how many millions that is in Jamaican dollars, but I literally had no time and no money. The one thing I did have, though, is huge hunger and desire. And I was literally having a conversation with someone, a top income earner, a little while ago. This afternoon, I had some meetings. And he said to me, what do you look for in people that you're mentoring? Are you looking for someone that's got the skills? Are you looking for someone that's talented? And I said, look, it's great if they're talented, I said to them. But the only thing I look for is hunger and desire and willingness to learn. Because if someone has a hunger and desire and they're willing to learn, you can learn the skills. There's too many people in the world that are talented, but living an average life because they're not hungry to change their life. And there's a lot of people that are living an extraordinary life. Why? Because maybe they didn't have the talent, they didn't have the skills, but the hunger and desire, they learned the skills and the talent grew. So what I'm going to do right now is I want to take you through in terms of what are the first steps that my mentor taught me 15 years ago that up to this date, I still apply every time I get somebody new started. Because when I applied these steps, within 13 months, I was making more money part-time than I was doing in my full-time job. Like Oral shared, I've traveled all around the world. I've done 69 countries. I have gone to Africa and US and, South America and North America. Like I literally have traveled the globe multiple times. And I'm not telling this to impress you. I want to open up your mind to the possibilities of how much life can change when you have the right vehicle and you apply yourself to it. Before network marketing, I saw 5 countries in my 32 years of being alive. 5 countries, that's it, in 32 years. After network marketing, over the next 15 years, I saw another 64 countries. So the world is your oyster. And I'll tell you what, traveling the world makes you realize what an amazing world that we live in, all the different cultures. And I believe it's the best way in order to educate yourself, build memories, because let's face it, it's the only thing we're going to take with us. So what I'm going to do, guys, I know some of you guys are driving, but this is being recorded and I want you guys to watch it several times. I'm going to share my screen, and Oral's also going to send this document to you guys as well. And what I recommend, if you've got a piece of paper and a pen and you can take some notes until then, please do take some notes. I'm going to ask you some questions, and it's very important that you write this down, okay? And he'll send it to you so that way you guys can also print it. And I want you to put it somewhere where you can see this all the time and you got access to it. So number one, you should already have your website and your agent ID, and you would put that here in this section, right? That's what you put here, okay? So the other thing is as well is the first step is identifying what your why is. Now, what do I mean by why? A why is the reason that you got started in the first place. What is the reason that you got started in Secret? Now, why, this is going to help you to identify that, stands for what hurts you. What is your pain point? What do I mean by that? Let's say, for example, one of the reasons that you got started in Secret is because you want to travel more. Then ask yourself, what is the thing that is preventing you right now from traveling as much as you would like? Is it time? Is it money? Like, what's the thing that's preventing you right now? What is the thing that if you had more money is a challenge that you would be able to overcome? For example, if let's say we were doing a reunion a year from now, somewhere around the world, what do you want to be celebrating to make you feel like this was the best decision you ever took by joining Secret? Now, if you're in a place where you can write this down on the chat, perfect. Do write it on the chat. I do want to know what is the thing that is driving you. And here's the one thing that I want to highlight about that. Don't tell me money. Money means nothing. Money is paper. Money can be digital. Money doesn't mean anything until we give it a meaning. For example, $1,000. $1,000 doesn't mean anything, but if $1,000 a month enables you to buy your house, then that $1,000 a month means I have a new home. Do you see the difference? Maybe that $1,000 a month means you can enable your husband or your wife to reduce some of their hours and spend more time with the family. Maybe that $1,000 a month will enable you to pay off your house or maybe go from renting to having a home, having something of your own. What if it means getting out of debt? Because I know what it's like to owe a lot of money, and I also know what it's like to be debt-free. Being debt-free essentially enables you to have peace of mind when you go to bed at night. Maybe it's $2,000 a month enables you to fire your boss. What's it going to look like when you're in a position that your part-time business makes more money than your full-time job? What is life going to look like after that? Now, when you've written something down, either write down, I'm done, or if you want to share it here as well. Write on the chat, I'm done, or if you want to share what that goal is 12 months from now, I want to know it as well. And don't be shy. If you don't write it on the chat, I'm just going to pick on you. So Stacey Ann, what is the one thing that you would like to create 12 months from now from Secret? Trying to have peace of mind and be able to spend more time with my family. Awesome, Samantha. Great. So Samantha, in order for you to be able to do that, what is that amount that you would need on a monthly basis to get you in a position to be able to spend more time with the family? Averdeen, did I say that correctly? I want to travel more with my family. Amazing. Where do you want to travel with your family? What's the number one destination you want to go to with your family? Dubai. Amazing. 1st of April, we're doing a 5-day trip to Dubai. You should join us. I'll share the details with Oral as well. There's about 50 of us going from the team. $3,000 US. Amazing. Your birthday's in April. See, it's meant to be. You're meant to come to Dubai with us. I'll tell you what, Dubai is like the playground for adults. It's something totally out of this world. Okay, so that's the thing, right? So you have a year goal. So Samantha, that $3,000 a month, is that in the next 12 months you want to make that? Awesome. Okay. So $3,000 a month is very feasible with the right action plan. Okay. So now we have the destination. Okay. So here's what I want you to write down. Okay. So let's say, for example, I'm Samantha, right? And let's say my goal is $3,000 a month in the next 12 months. Here's how I would write it down. I am excited because today is the 18th of November, 2024. And I have just achieved the level in the company where it enables me to have $3,000 a month coming into my account every single month. Okay. I want you to write it down in present tense as if it's already happened. Okay. Your mind, have you ever, guys, think about this, right? Have you ever gone to bed at night and you had a dream? And when you woke up the next day, the dream was so vivid that it felt real. That you almost had this surreal kind of feeling like, oh my God, like that just felt so real. The feeling, like you could still feel it in your body, right? So as we go to bed at night, our mind, our subconscious mind is still working. The problem is most people before they go to bed, what do they think about? They think about their problems. Oh, I forgot to do this, and I need to do this, and I have this problem and that challenge and the kids and that, and they go to bed stressed, and the whole night their subconscious mind is working on those things that created them the stress. Now let me ask you something, right? When you go to bed like that, have you ever felt like when you wake up the next morning and you're so exhausted, you feel like you hardly slept, right? Why is that? Because your subconscious mind was focused on the problems, and that's why it's exhausted. Here's something different to think about before you go to bed tonight, okay? So let's say, for example, I'm going to pick on Aberdeen, right? Let's say you're Aberdeen and it's like, okay, I want to make enough money that between now and April, I get to take my whole family to Dubai for your birthday, and everything is paid for from the money that you made from Secret. So Aberdeen, before you go to sleep tonight, girl, I want you to visualize that. What is it going to be like for your family to arrive at the airport, at Dubai airport, and you walk out and there's somebody there with a little sign going, Aberdeen and family. And all of a sudden they take you to your beautiful hotel and your family is looking at you going, this is amazing. And you're in Dubai and you're able to spend your birthday there, and your whole family is going to have one of those experiences they're going to be talking about for the rest of their life. How are you going to feel? What if you think about that before you go to bed every single night? What if you think about that every single time you pick up the phone and you make a phone call to invite your friends to share a secret? Every time you pick up the phone to make another call, you're moving one step closer to that vision becoming a reality. How much harder are you going to work? See, a lot of people, guys, what I find in this business is that it is mind-blowing. Okay. And I'll tell you what, the more you visualize it, Adamides, the more real it becomes. And the more action you take towards it, before you know it, it's going to become a reality. And when you make that vision a reality, and then you're going to realize, you know what? See as far as you can see it. And when you get there, you're going to be able to see something bigger, a bigger vision. Okay. Step by step. If you told me 15 years ago, when I got started in this industry, that I was practically going to be taking a holiday every single month, that I would have been able to go swimming with sharks, go zip lining in Zimbabwe, dive with crocodiles in Zimbabwe, going on African safari in Botswana, going skydiving in New Zealand. Like, I can tell you so many experiences. And if you told me that 15 years ago, I would have been like, come on, man, like, seriously? Only celebrities do that. But because I started seeing my vision becoming real, then I got there, my vision got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So be conscious what you're programming your subconscious every single night. Start with this in the morning. Wake up in the morning and think about your vision becoming a reality every morning. Think about what it would be like to earn that passive income every single month. Think about it and start your day with it and finish your day with it. I'm telling you, there's so much power in visualizing the results you want to create. So that's in terms of your why. Step one, have it very, very clear in your mind. In fact, Adamides, take some pictures of Dubai and put them around your house somewhere you can see them. Okay. And same with Samantha, what's the $3,000 going to enable you to do? What's a picture that it's going to enable you to feel and embody what it's like to be debt free? Okay, so think about that. Make that something that's visual that you can see. Write these goals down and have them somewhere where you can see them every morning and every night. That's step one. Cool? Okay, let's go to step two. Because as great as visualization is, if you don't back it up with an action plan, it doesn't make a difference. Nothing's going to happen. So step two is, what is your commitment? Now, there's a difference between wanting something and committing to make it happen. Committing is the thing that you stick to when challenges come your way. For example, okay, so let's say, Samantha, you said, I want to get to the point that in 12 months, I can make $3,000 a month, right? If we were to help you to achieve that, how many hours per week would you be willing to commit to make that a reality? 10 hours a week, 2 hours a day, 3 hours a day. How many hours could you commit on a weekly basis to make that a reality? And guys, as I'm asking Samantha, I want you to think about as well for you. How many hours can you commit to consistently? I'm not telling you 7 days a week. What if it's 5 days a week, 6 days a week? Think about how much time on a daily basis you can commit. Now, some people say, I don't have a lot of time, Efrosyni. The average person spends an hour and a half to 2 hours per day scrolling on social media. That's what the average person does. So the average person is scrolling on social media, watching other people's stories instead of hustling to make their story worth for something else to be watching, for somebody else to be watching. Okay. So 2 to 3 hours a day. Perfect. Okay. 3 hours a day. See, that's amazing, guys. 3 hours a day consistently. I'm telling you, if you do it consistently, now here's what consistently means. It means if you do it 3 hours a day for 2 weeks, and then you take a week off, then you start from day one again. Okay? Because the consistency, that compound effect is where the magic happens. Okay? So 2 to 3 hours a day means showing 2 to 3 people a day. 2 to 3 people a day, every single day. Let's say 5 to 6 days a week. You know, have a day off. It might be Sunday, it might be Saturday, whatever. But 2 to 3 people a day, every single day. Now, who do we show? Well, I'm going to help you to put together your list. Okay. So here you'll see that it's got a space for 20 names. Okay. 20 names. And I'm going to ask you some questions and I want you to write names down when I'm asking you these questions. So number one, let's say I'm giving you 10 free rooms, Mexico, all inclusive, beautiful 5-star hotel to take a bunch of your friends. Who are the friends you would take to Mexico with you? Just start writing them down on a piece of paper and let me know when you've got at least 10 names. Who would you take to Mexico with you? Who would you take to Dubai with you? Who's your fun-loving friends? Who are the friends that you would call that, let's say, for example, you had some amazing news to share with them? You know, let's say you just got engaged, you're about to get married, you've got something that's super exciting that happened in your life, you got a promotion, okay? Who is the first people you would call to share this news with? Also, think about in your circle, who do you know that is self-motivated? They're driven. They're always hustling. Bravo, Aberdeen. Amazing. Now, who's got at least 10 names? So, Aberdeen, you're first. You go, girl. Guess you're really ready for Dubai, huh? Awesome, Stacey. Amazing. Awesome. So we give it a couple more minutes as well for Samantha. Who else are we waiting for? Latoya, great to see you, girl. All right, perfect. Samantha, you almost done as well. So you see that this has got a space for 20 names, but for the sake of time, we'll focus on having those 10 names. And I want to show you now in terms of how do you invite people, okay?
I'm currently driving.
Ah, no problem. Drive safe then,
Okay.
Samantha.
All
Okay. So I'm going to share with you guys now a little bit on terms of how do you invite people to share this opportunity with them. Now, here's what I want to highlight. An invitation is not a presentation. The number one mistake that I see people making over and over and over again is they say too much on the invitation. Here's how you want to think about it, right? If let's say you wanted to go watch a movie, have you ever gone to the cinema and you'll notice that they're always showing trailers before the movie starts? And the trailer is usually like 30 seconds, 45 seconds. It's very short and quick, Why? Because the trailer is there to create enough curiosity for you to go watch the movie. Okay. And then have you ever gone to see a movie with a friend of yours? And then a little while later, one of your friends will remember a scene from the movie. And they'll go, hey, do you remember in this movie there was such and such scene? And you don't even remember it. Like you're convinced you don't even think about the same movie. Because different things appeal to different people depending where they're at in life. So same in this business, guys. I know that a lot of people sometimes when they see this, they get started with, just the 50-50 program. And let's say you got started for $150 US, okay, which is cool. It's cool to start with that. Here's what you got to remember. This is a business. What you do is what your friends will do. My invitation to you, and this is what I tell everybody, is start with the package that you want your friends to join with. That's number one. Duplication is everything. Number two, and I'll talk about duplication a little bit more in a second. Number two, what excited you about Secret may be something completely different to what excites your friend. You'll get people that will be excited because they're looking for a business opportunity right now to make ends meet. You'll get people that are like, I'm just all about the travel. I just want to go on some trips with my family. You'll get people that will go, I'm really excited about the health. I want to get my health back. You get a bunch of people that will just love the skincare. Once they start using the skincare, they realize why it's the best skincare in the world. Your job is to be the messenger, not the message. Open the door for them, let them walk in and let them decide what excites them. So how do we do that? Okay. So the same way that, let's say I would invite a friend of mine to catch up for a coffee, catch up for a beer, catch up for a drink. It's literally exactly the same. I just add one more sentence. So let's say, for example, Oro, I'm going to need you to unmute so we can do a little role play, okay? It's just going to be 4 steps, guys, okay? Step 1, be in a hurry. I'm not saying make this up. Make your invitations at a time where you're rushing. Like, Samantha, right now, this is perfect for you because you're like, hey, listen, I'm driving. I've only got a second. But when are you free to catch up? Today or tomorrow? This afternoon or tomorrow morning? Sunday or Monday? Like, I give them a couple of options. When are you free to catch up? So, number 1, I'm in a hurry. Number 2, I'm clearing the date and the time. What my mentor said to me is play to win. If you can't win, don't play. Play to win. If you can't win, don't play. So if I'm calling Oro, okay, and he says, hey, look, I'm busy next couple of days, then I'm just going to go, you know what? No problem. I'll give you a call back another day. I'm not going to sit there and go, well, what about Tuesday? What about Wednesday? What about Thursday? I'm not desperate. Okay. I am focused on abundance and I have a list of people to get through. And I'm just looking for a yes or a not yet. Okay. It's never a no, guys. What I've realized after 15 years of doing this business, it's never a no, it's a not yet. I had people that I showed them my business in 2009 and they joined me in 2015. I have a friend that I showed in 2010 and they joined me in 2022. 12 years later. Why? Because they saw that in 12 years, my life changed completely. And in 12 years, their life is like Groundhog Day, living the same life over and over again. Their paycheck changed like 10% over 12 years. And the only difference that changed in their life is they got a few more gray hair and a few more wrinkles. And in the meantime, I've traveled the world, got complete freedom and helped a bunch of people along the way. There are some people that will watch you for a bit and your success will determine whether they join you or you giving up will determine whether they turn around and say, I told you so. I told you. So I always tell people you can either prove your friends wrong or you can prove them right. Okay. So number one, be in a hurry. Number two, clear the date. Third is I'm excited to invite them. Okay. And I give them a specific time and date. And then I confirm the date. So it's going to look a little bit like this. Ring, ring. Oral. See, Oral is not home right now. What do? I hang up, I call the next person. Okay. So I ring, someone answers. I'm like, hey, how you doing? Now listen, I don't need to say I'm in a hurry. You can listen to my tonality that I'm in a rush. Successful people get things done fast. Successful people are busy people, right? So I'm like, hey, listen, Oral, what's up, man? Are you free tomorrow night or Monday? He's going to say to me, I'm free on Monday. I'll go, great. Meet me at this cafe at 7 o'clock sharp. I've got something really exciting I want to share with you.
What is it about?
That's how I invite, by the way. I have something really exciting I want to share with you.
Can you give me a quick summary?
I would love to, but this is why we have to meet face to face. Cool?
Sure.
Do you want me to pick you up or you want to meet me there?
Is it network marketing?
What if it is?
I'm not sure. I'm good at doing those things. I'm not good at saying.
Can I ask you something, Oral?
Sure.
We're friends, right?
Yes. Yes, we are.
Trust me, you'll be grateful when we catch up. Cool?
Cool.
See you on Monday, 7 o'clock. Do you want me to pick you up?
Yeah, I'll definitely be.
Cool. See you then. Now, here's the thing. They're not joining. Like if you get some people that go, is it network marketing? Personally, I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to go, no, it's not. Because it is network marketing and I've got nothing to hide. But the most important thing is your posture. Okay? I turn around and I said, what if it is? Now, if my friend turned around and said, oh, if it's network marketing, I don't want to know, my response would still be the same. I'd be like, hey, Oro, are we friends? Yeah, we are. I'm like, trust me, you're going to be grateful you came to see me. Why? Because, guys, even people that don't like network marketing, when they see our company, they're excited by it. But they're excited also because of your energy. Now, if my posture was like this, yeah, maybe it is, you don't like if I'm like this, he's not going to come. He's definitely not going to join me. My posture is strong. Okay. I know what I'm representing. Right now, I understand some of you guys are new, but assume the posture and the results will come quicker. Some people are waiting for the results to get the posture. No. I assume the posture, you're already successful with this, and the success will come quicker. Okay. So literally, that's my invitation. Now, here's what I want to finish off. I want to finish off with two things. Okay. Number one, there's a section here that you should be able to see on your screen right now. Okay. Down at the end, right? And it says success formula. You see this here? Okay, success formula. Now, one of the things my mentor said to me, he goes, your job is to create your first story as fast as possible. He goes, get your first as fast as possible. Get to Rockstar, which is for sales, as fast as possible. He goes, if you want to do it slow, show 30 in your first 30 days. If you want to go fast, so show 30 in your first 7 days. Now, I know Samantha and I think someone else, Avadine, you also said that you can do 2 to 3 hours a day. I'm telling you, if you do 2 to 3 hours a day, you can show those 20 to 30 in your first week. If you show 20 to 30 in your first week the right way, that means you invite them the right way, you get them in front of a presentation, either live face-to-face or a Zoom, and you get someone else that is an expert like Oral to answer their questions. That is a proper presentation. A presentation is not, I explained a little bit to my friends and they told me they're not interested. That's not a presentation. That's verbally throwing up on people, and it's never going to work. Okay. Avadine, you know what the cool thing is? You don't need to be good at convincing. Your job is not to sell and is not to convince. Your job, and I'm speaking to all of you guys right now, your job is put your friends in front of the expert, Oral, myself, of course, Samantha, okay? Because we have the experience you guys don't have yet. You know people we don't know. With our experience and your contacts, will help you to build a paycheck. We don't expect you guys to go and do the presenting and the closing. You don't do that right now. Your only job is put bums on seats, is put people in front of us. That's your only job. The conviction will come through time. Okay? Believe me. So this is the simple system, guys. So literally, you've got your goals. You've got your list. And now you know how to invite. I want to finish off with one thing, which is the last thing, but it's the most important. Okay? This is what my mentor taught me 15 years ago. And this one piece of advice has made me millions. And not in Jamaican dollars either. Okay? He said, Efrosyni, if you want to build freedom, build leaders. Leaders are born in seminars, he said to me. The more people you show, the more people join. Because the more people join, the more people you take to the trainings, the bigger your team's going to grow. He goes, addition is done through invitation. Multiplication is done through the trainings. Now, the next training that is happening, guys, is going to be in Orlando, which is a bucket list destination for everybody. And it's happening in the middle of February. And we do 3 trainings a year. And these trainings are usually somewhere around the US or South America. We also do Colombia, okay? Your only job is show people, as many people as possible, and you take the ones that join and take them with you to the training, okay? I followed this formula. The first training that I went to, April 2009, it was just me. I went back home, I did a few presentations, showed a bunch of people. Then I took 10 people to a training. And over the next few months, my team grew to about 200. I went to another training. I took 25 people to a training. 4 of them were the ACEs. ACEs is they were teachable, they were self-motivated, and they were running. Through those 4 people in the next 2 months, my team grew by 800. And we had another training. This time I took 500 people from my team. And our team exploded, and we put in 5,500 sales in the next few months. And I was making more money in my business than I was making in my job. And that's when I left the corporate world. That's when I escaped a normal job. I'm not telling you this is going to happen for you. I'm just saying to you that if it wasn't for the trainings, I would not be here. Now, the next training in Orlando, I'm also flying in from Cyprus, which is a 25-hour flight for me, okay? And I'm going to be there, and I really do hope that you guys are going to be there to meet me as well, and more importantly, with your team as well. So this is what I want to finish off with, guys, okay? This journey is not easy. It's very simple. It's simple because when you learn to do it, you're going to realize it's easy to invite. It's easy to put people on a Zoom call or show them a video. it's very simple to do it, but at the same time, because we don't have a boss, sometimes when we don't have someone to hold us accountable, sometimes it's easy to give up on ourselves. But the one thing you got to remember is, who are you doing this for? Are you doing this for your family? Are you doing this for your husband? Are you doing this for your kids? Every time you don't take action, those are the people you're letting down. You're not letting just yourself down. You're letting your kids down, because the thing is that if you got kids, they look up to you as an example. And I'll tell you what, kids don't listen to the words that you say, they watch what you do. If you're telling your kids you can be anything you want in the world, at some point they're going to start thinking, but why aren't you? But if you show them the life that you're building through hustling, by telling them you can do anything in anything you put your mind to, and they'll watch you by example, that is the best gift that you can give to your kids. Anyway, guys, I hope that so look, here's the thing, Stacey Ann. If you have a team but you can't make it to the training, I would do whatever it takes to at least get your team there. Okay. Now, it's not ideal for you not to be at the training with your team, because your team's probably going to come back and overtake you in results. But if sometimes there's certain situations that restrict us from being there for whatever reason, okay, that can happen. But I wouldn't hold back from getting your team there, because at the end of the day, you're looking to build a team of leaders, and leadership means that they're also independent of you. So I hope that's giving you guys value, okay? More importantly, have fun, enjoy the journey. I'm telling you guys, this journey is something that becomes so powerful. It can really not just impact your life, but impact the lives of people around you. Tomorrow, it's okay. It's over a weekend, Stacey Ann, okay? So it's literally Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the event. So even if worst case scenario, you fly in, and I've had many people do this, because when I used to have a job, I couldn't take a lot of time off either. So there's times I would literally fly in on the Friday, and Sunday night, I would fly out on the red eye so I can be back at the office on Monday. Those are the things that I used to do at the beginning as well. It's not easy, but it's going to be worth it. And I'm doing a presentation tomorrow. Oral will send you guys the details for this as well. I would invite like crazy for the presentation tomorrow. Let us work with you, keep us busy, put people in front of us so we can help you also build your freedom lifestyle. Got it, Stacey. No worries. Cool. Got it. So let's help you to get your team there. Take care, guys.
What time tomorrow? What time tomorrow?
Oral, I don't remember the time in Jamaica. I know that it's this time tomorrow. So I think right now, what's the time in Jamaica right now?
11.
I'm actually in the US. It's 10:50.
Okay, so it's gonna be 11 a.m. for you. Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay. Thank you.
Awesome, guys. Take care. See you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you. You too.